Jose, and in this video we are going to do like a quick run through the new service for Tideflow, which is GitHub CI support basically. So what this new service is going to allow you to do is to design, automate, and monitor your continuous integration processes with Tideflow and all of this in real time. So we are just gonna go ahead and do this. So right here, I just got like a brand new Tideflow installed in my own computer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and create the GitHub CI integration. So go to services, select GitHub CI server. The first thing we need to do is to tell Tideflow the existence of a GitHub integration, and the same about telling like GitHub the existence of our Tideflow. Now this is going to, or this could look like a quite long process to do, but be aware that you just need to do it once. So whenever you are running or want to do like CI integration for some other extra projects that you may have hosted on GitHub, you don't need to repeat this process. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say my CI integration, and I can specify whatever I want for the description as well. So create the service. Now Tideflow is going to give me through all the steps I need to do to enable this integration. So I'm just gonna go, the first step is to create the GitHub application. I'm just going to set the name, I don't know, like GitHub CI service for Tideflow, for example. I don't need to specify a description. For the home page, I just gonna go and put my personal website. Okay, what's next? For the webhook, I can copy and paste the URL that Tideflow is giving me. I'm actually going to change it because right now I'm like somehow like behind a firewall. So I'm just gonna change the URL. Okay, webhook, again, I can copy what Tideflow is giving me. And then what's the second step? Okay, for the repository permission section, I need to select text and contents. So text, read and write, and contents, read only. For subscribe to event section, which is right here, check run, push. Okay. What else? For where can this GitHub application be installed? Go select any account and create. Oh, cannot use GitHub. Okay. Within the name, just gonna go and try again. Okay, here we are. Next step is to copy app ID from GitHub into Tideflow. The same for client ID without spaces, and the secret key. And for the secret key, we need to generate a new one, which we are going to download, and we are going to copy its content just like this. Copy and paste it. What else? Okay, so I'm just gonna update my service. Now that we have our GitHub application created, I'm gonna install it. So Tideflow will get access to my repositories, and we are just gonna use a demo repository I've got ready for now. We can install. Okay, and that's it. Right now, Tideflow have access to my repository, and it can like run stuff on it on my behalf. Okay. Um, Next thing to do is to create an agent service. So an agent service is basically micro software that you can run in your home computer, your office computer, in any like cloud server. We are going to use it to actually run our continuous integration commands. And it's very simple. I'm just going to go ahead and create a Tideflow's agent. I'm going to give it a name like my CA agent. We don't need a description. And create it. The only thing you need to be worried about is to have Node.js at this version 8 installed in whatever computer you want to use for running the agent. So I'm just gonna copy the command, gonna go into new terminal and run it. Okay, and as you see, is authorized. Now, if you go, for example, to services, you see like this little green dot here. It means that our agent is connected. If I disconnect it, it should become red. Yeah, that's it. And if I connect it again, Tideflow's agent is back up and running. Okay, just gonna go ahead and create the workflow, or to define the CI process. So this is where like magic happens. Okay, so I'm just gonna create a workflow or a process which I'm going to call build my GitHub projects. I'm gonna set it to active. Don't want this. Okay, this is the trigger. It's basically the event that is going to trigger the process. So I want my CI integration with GitHub to trigger this process. So for this repository, for splitter tests, when a check suite gets created, a check suite is basically GitHub saying, hey, we need to run tests against whatever code some user or some machine has pushed to the repository. We also need to select on which agent do we want to run the CI process. And we can also specify the branch. We can use wildcard to like make it run whenever we push any content into any repository branch. And what else? I'm gonna add a new task for this process, and basically I'm gonna tell to run a command in whatever source code it managed to check out. So to keep like this demo like completely simple, I'm just gonna go and say like, for example, pwd for like give me the name of the folder, or give me like the full path of where you are running these commands. And for example, ls, so it should show us the list of files that it grabbed from the source code. Just connect both tasks and create a flow. So right now it says that this flow hasn't been executed. So I'm just gonna go and move this here. Gonna go to this repository and just going to create a new file on it. We're gonna call the file, for example, hello world, with like whatever content, and commit the new file. So the file got created. Tideflow is has just received a call from GitHub, and it has run our workflow. So I can click on the execution and exactly see all the steps it ran through. So it has, on the first step, or in the first task, it has cloned the repository, and in the second task, it runs, well, the command was into the agent, it ran pwd and ls, and here we got like the results for this particular task, and I can also browse the logs, like kind of like terminal thing. Yeah, and I can go and like get the full list of executions for this workflow, like see the most recent ones, and if I go now to the dashboard, like this is like the first screen that I'm going to see when I log in or when I open Tideflow, which is like all the workflows you have and the green dot for in this case the latest execution for the GitHub project thing. So yeah, I hope you like it. Please like give it a try. Yeah, talk to you. Bye bye.